What is going on, everybody? We are back. This is CCW. This is our Dynamite review. I'm Nick,
And I'm Joe.
and I'm in a good mood. You wanna know why I'm in a
Good.
good mood?
Continental Classic.
I just watched some of the best wrestling all year, minus one match, and
Minus the tag team match.
we'll get there. We'll get there. Um, but man, there's something about the Continental Classic that brings out the best in these people, dude. Because, like, let's be real. I did not expect Moxley and Dorada to actually have a good match, and it was a banger.
I didn't think it was a banger. It was fine.
I didn't expect for Claudio and Orange to have really a great match because, I mean, I expected it to be good and well wrestled. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it was a good TV match.
But I thought it ended up being a banger.
The It was
What?
weighed down by the really crap go home angle that I didn't really care for. Crowd was dead for it.
Yeah, so was I. Um, so we're just gonna jump out in the beginning. I don't know where they're at because I didn't write that down this time.
They're in Nashville.
I know where they are next week because you fucking suck. But
I did not know I was going.
listen,
And
I just want everybody to know that like 5 months ago, I was like, "Hey Joe, we should get tickets," and Joe was like, "I don't really think I want to go." But then someone gives him free tickets.
and I didn't buy tickets.
I'm just giving you shit. To be fair,
I know you are.
I don't have anybody to take over my job for a night right now, so it would be really hard. Like I would have to go, come home, work, and then us record at like 1:00 in the morning.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Trust me, I'm going to be bummed that I'm gonna miss what's probably gonna end up being a banger ass hardcore tag team tornado match.
We hope so. We hope so.
But I'll get to see it on TV. So I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, Kristen asked if you were gonna let me do the thumbnail, and it's just gonna be me like posing in front of like the trucks or something with the AEW logo in the background.
We could. But straight out the people on commentary. So it was honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. So it was Shivani, it was Nigel, and it was Excalibur.
Yep.
And they actually didn't annoy me as a trio tonight. I actually thought they did really well together.
I honestly didn't even notice they were a thing because I wasn't paying attention to them. I was literally just concentrating on what was happening in the ring.
So Shivani will always be Shivani. He's going to never be great on commentary.
He's just going to repeat something that somebody else said.
But what really helped it out was having Excalibur there.
Because he talks enough for everybody.
Well, Nigel is not good at taking lead on anything.
No, Nigel's there to provide like information on holds and why somebody would be doing something like that, and the technical aspects of the matches.
He's there to provide color to the commentary.
There you go. Since he's the color commentator.
Whereas Excalibur's the play-by-play guy. So it actually worked out really well with him being able to play off of Excalibur. And Shivani honestly didn't talk near as much tonight as he usually does. I mean, he still talked. Do not get me wrong, guys.
Honestly, that's what Nigel needs. That's why Collision's commentary is so bad.
I would almost be willing for it to be the three of them on Collision and then just have Taz and Brian
on Dynamite.
In the future.
I wouldn't be mad about that.
Obviously, they've got whatever going on because Taz is out with injury.
Yeah, Taz was getting, complete knee reconstruction, right?
No, that was last time. This time, it's a shoulder thing. A shoulder or elbow thing. I think it's a shoulder thing.
Probably reconstruction on the shoulder.
The man's going to be a new man before this is all said and done.
Hey, Dustin Rhodes just got double knee replacement, so he's going to be the Bionic Man as well.
That's why Taz was out last time, was he got both knees done at the same time. Because if you remember, he missed like 3-4 months earlier.
Good for them, because mobility is important. Man,
Thank you, Tony, for paying these men enough money to be able to do this shit. Because
right. And providing them insurance.
Yeah, yeah.
Their office, so they get insurance.
That's true. That's true. So this match, we start off straight out the gate, opening for the
with
first
the best match of the night, my opinion,
for the first Gold League match, and it is also my match of the night. And guys, I want you guys to understand something. So this was Kazuchika Okada versus Kyle Fletcher. I did not expect them to do this match this early in the tournament.
Yep, I agree.
So them starting off the entire tournament with it was amazing. And part two, Kyle Fletcher pulled something out of Okada that I ain't seen from Okada in forever.
It was a very well-paced match. So the reason for that is the time limits for these matches are only 20 minutes.
Right.
So it's not like it's going to be a very long match. So, and they started out kind of slow, filling each other out, doing some actual wrestling. They were both, being very respectful. But once it started to build, that's when it really started going. And it like I said, it was only 20 minutes. They finished just under 20 minutes because they were coming up to the deadline,
right,
as commentary was pointing out. So they didn't have to go full bore for 30 minutes. So they could kind of pace themselves. And when Okada can pace himself, it's great.
Right. And so a couple spots I did want to point out. Both men had spots where they pushed the ref into the ropes to make the other one fall on their crotch on the turnbuckle.
Yeah, there was a lot of mirroring in the match.
Okada did this backslide pin into a Rainmaker that was dope as fuck. Like, I am not the biggest Rainmaker fan, but for him to pull it out of nowhere like that, I thought was pretty dope.
Yeah, he kept wrist control as Fletcher rolled through the pin, and he took his freaking head off.
And then, but of course, a lot of that's going to be on Fletcher too. Fletcher's really good at selling clotheslines to make them.
He sold it well.
Look devastating.
He bumped for it. Yeah, it was good. And
then Kyle Fletcher ended up reversing Okada into an actual roll up and got the 3 count clean.
Yep.
And this is one of the things that I think I love so much about the C2. There's not a bunch of interference.
There has to be a winner.
There's not. There doesn't have to be a winner. There can be a draw.
Yeah, but there's not going to be any shenanigans.
But there's going
to be a decision.
Right. There's not going to be bullshit DQs. There's not going to be bullshit. Well, there might be bullshit DQs.
There's not going to be interference and outside factors.
Yeah, there's not going to be any other bullshit into the match, and that's what I like. Like.
Agreed.
I don't mind a good schmaz. Don't get me wrong.
It's overdone from both promotions.
But between both promotions having like 5 heel factions per show, like
you get it's the
it
same
happens
heel
all the time.
It's the same heel finish all the time.
So yeah, I put in my notes, this might be one of the best matches I've seen from either of these two since Okada joined AEW. Like, I think they went out there and fucking killed it.
Yeah, it's probably a 5-star TV match. And I do emphasize, it was a TV match. These guys could do way more than that.
We haven't gotten this much out of Okada even on a pay-per-view match. So I don't know if they can do much more than that.
They could.
Obviously, Fletcher could.
Well, Okada can too. Okada's got another gear. He very rarely uses it, but it's there.
The last person that got a good match out of Okada was Ospreay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this was a banger. I enjoyed it, and they shook hands at the end because they're family members, which was like even though they're heels, still good to see that it didn't cause dissension between the two of them.
No, there's going to be plenty of that for later.
Yeah, there will. We get a backstage segment. Kenny's being interviewed by Lexi. She asks him if the Bucks and him are united. He said he doesn't know. He was once fooled by Don Callis as well at one point. He said if his friends and fans are able to accept him for his fall too, he did not be able to do the same for the Bucks. He goes back in the locker room. Lexi stands there extremely awkward for about 10 seconds. It might not have been 10 seconds. But it was at least 6.
Are they gonna cut away?
But then all of a sudden the door opened back up and the Bucks walked out. So I don't know if they beat his ass or blew him off. I don't know. But they definitely walked out like they were happy. So, maybe there was a menage a trois back there. Who knows? Um, but yeah, so it seems like they're going to be friends, at least for now.
Reconciliation.
We get a pretty good little backstage from Worlds Collide. Worlds Collide. Wrong pay-per-view. Full Gear. Moment.
You're thinking of World's End.
World's End is this month. Next
is
month.
their next pay-per-view. Yeah.
With Mark Briscoe, he says he's basically at a loss for words. He lost his brother, which is like the other half of himself, and it's been a long road since that happened. And he didn't know if he wanted to keep going after that happened. But he was able to fight, claw, and now he's a champion for it. And it's a really good feel-good story after everything that's happened.
If he could be this serious and not be just so over the top all the time, I really liked this. Yeah. Like, really liked this. Like, he finally is a person and not a fucking cartoon character.
Right.
I'm hoping this belt brings out that in him, because there's nothing wrong with his wrestling or his style of wrestling. It's just he's a cartoon character.
Right.
And it gets exhausting.
The bad thing is you say he's a cartoon character. I legit know real life people that act just like him. And it's scary.
That is scary.
Look like him too.
That just seems exhausting.
It is. I was the boss of one specifically that not only looked just like this man, but acted just like this man. And I got along with him, don't get me wrong. He was a good guy. I don't have a problem with him as a person. But there'd be times I'd be like, dude, I'm going to go away.
Yeah, like your energy is just exhausting to deal with.
Yeah, I got to go on. We're moving on. And then we get probably the stinker of the month in terms of matches, dude. And it was
three green chicks and Willow and Willow.
I've got something to say about that specifically. The greenness absolutely falls because of the Sisters of Sin. I actually think Harley did fine in this match. So match was straight up sloppy from beginning to end. And it's far more Julia's fault than it is Sky. Don't get me wrong, Sky is also a problem. But
I agree.
But it was a lot of Julia, where
Julia is the weak link of that whole group.
She's not in the right spots where she needs to be in this match. The one move you can guarantee from her that she's going to hit, and it looks beautiful every single time she does it, she absolutely butchered tonight. That's probably one of the worst moonsaults I've seen, and I've watched a dude almost break his neck. Well, that was a shooting star press.
You leave Lesnar alone.
No, actually, Kurt Angle did it as well, didn't he? Didn't he do it? Wasn't he the one that did a moonsault and almost killed himself from it?
I don't recall. I know he did a moonsault off the cage that was sketchy.
Right. But no, guys, I am the biggest Julia fan you will probably ever know. And I'm telling you, it is time for something to happen. Like, she needs to, take a Japan tour and learn how to do what it is that she wants to do.
Ring of Honor, something.
Ring of Honor.
She needs some work.
But she needs some work. I can overlook a lot if it's somebody that I like their personality and their character. I can. I was a Steve Austin fan for a long time. And
what was wrong with Steve Austin?
Listen, by the time he got big, he was just a brawler. There wasn't much actual wrestling going on.
You can blame Owen Hart for that. A broken neck will do that.
I know. It was mostly just me giving him shit. I actually love Steve Austin. Even as a brawler, great guy. Or great performer. I don't know him as a human being.
Sure.
But I can overlook a lot. It's bad. Bad. Yeah. Does she have my favorite entrance music in the entire fucking show? Close. I won't say my favorite, but it's close.
That was what she was before all this. She got hurt, and she was mostly just an entrance and a finish.
Now, see,
right?
Before she got hurt, and this is one of the things I wanted to make a note of. Before she got hurt, she was TBS champ, and she was improving week to week.
Yeah.
She was getting better, and then she got hurt, and then something happened. Either her injury has now caused her to be so fearful of giving her all, or everyone else just got better while she was gone and she can't catch up?
I'm going to lean that direction.
Because
the roster is a lot more stacked than it was when she got hurt.
And by the way, it got even more stacked today. For those of you that don't know, this excited me, and I was actually waiting for this to talk about this. They just signed Lacey Lane. For those of you that don't know who Lacey Lane is, I'm pretty sure she was Carter. We watched her wrestle for AEW a couple months ago. She's the African American lady with the long hair.
Caden Carter. She was Caden Carter in WWE and NXT.
I can never remember if it's Caden Carter or something Chance. I could never remember which one it was.
Katana Chance was the Ninja Warrior chick.
Right. So she just got signed by AEW, confirmed today by Sean Ross Sapp.
Good deal.
And she's good. So, like,
she is good.
Them bringing her in, I still have some hope for Isla Dawn, because I think if they gave her actual chance to wrestle, instead of just being somebody to take everything from old girl.
This will be good for them, too, because she's a vet. She's been around a long time. She's 37. She was trained by the Dudleys.
Yep.
And, of course, the Performance Center. But she's... Well, the crazy thing is she kind of got a late start because she's only been around for about a decade.
Right.
But she's worked multiple promotions. She knows how to work multiple styles. She was trained by a solid school. Team 3D Academy has actually had quite a few people come through there. But yeah, she should add something to that.
Her and her tag team partner being let go by WWE, in my opinion, was one of the big ball drops that I actually felt Triple H had, because they were signed...
because they immediately pushed the tag team division after that?
Yeah.
And they got rid of, like, their one tag team?
They were signed specifically to WWE and was on NXT as their NXT Women's Tag Champions. And were killing it. Got moved up to the main roster, and I think they lasted, like, a year, and then they were just let go. And they never got used.
They were mostly on SmackDown, I think. So
never got used. Nobody exists on that show. Come on.
It feels that way. It really does. But they were utilized, but they were. I couldn't explain to you why they were cut, especially with the emphasis on tag teams. But
I don't get it. But you know what? Their loss is AEW's gain, because I think she's going to come in and be really good. Well, it depends. This is Tony Khan.
Let's be honest. She's going to be a solid enhancement type talent. If you're looking at like she's going to win gold or be like a main eventer, that's not what this is.
I don't think
she's going to be a solid mid-card talent.
I don't see, well, so here's the thing. With this current AEW's women's roster, I think she could be a champion, because they're not really stacked at the top. They're just not.
Stat, Tony, Monet, Athena.
And one of them are relegated to fucking ROH for some reason.
Yeah, let's not even get me started on that.
And who knows, Lacey may get stuck in ROH too, because apparently she's had a few matches in ROH over the last couple months. So,
yeah, she has. Like I said, dude, she's going to be there. Her presence is going to lift the tide of some of the undercard.
Right. But there's other veterans they don't utilize really well either. I mean, let's look at Tyra Valkyrie. I mean, there's...
Yeah, she's on TV at least now.
Yeah, as a joke.
At least she's on TV.
They've also still got old girl. I'm not the biggest fan of her personality. What's her name? The lady that came in feuding with Toni Storm was like her ex-best friend. The lady that has the voice that I can't stand.
Toni Storm?
No. I like
Toni Storm's old best friend? Well, I know that. I'm just confused that you said Toni Storm.
Yeah, they had a feud because they have the same tattoo and everything.
Hater?
No. It's an ankle tattoo. It was a whole part of their angle. When she came in, they started feuding.
Oh, Diana Peraza.
Thank you.
Peraza?
Close. But yeah, Diana Perazzo, whatever. She came in, and she's a good wrestler.
She is.
And they didn't shit with her.
They didn't utilize her. They didn't utilize her at all. And that's the fucked up thing, right? Like we're getting force fed the fucking Sisters of Sin, and they've got all these talented chicks doing nothing.
Like people like the Sisters of Sin. Tekla can stay on the main show. That's fine. She's good. But
Tekla needs to be a singles act.
Right. But take the Sisters of Sin, send them down to Ring of Honor to do their thing, and get better. Don't bring them back up till they do.
Define themselves.
Well, define their ability. Because here's the thing. Both of them are talented. They're athletic. They're fine in that aspect. But they need to find a way to use it and just get better wrestling. I love their character work. I enjoy the creepy fucking woman thing. I'm fine with that. It's their wrestling at this point I'm having an issue with. Go ahead and send Queen Aminata down there as well. While we're at it, because she needs to learn to slow Z-fuck down.
You're not gonna get any fighting out of me for that.
And yeah, let some of these veterans kind of run the main section for a while until people get better and you can get better women in there. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, they need to do something about Stat too, because she cut the worst promo of the night.
Stat should never be allowed near a microphone.
No, she shouldn't. So speaking of which, before we get too far into this, the right team won. Willow hit a powerbomb and pin on Julia. Sisters of Sin are out of the tournament. I'm happy because I don't want to see them wrestle another match in this tournament, but I'm bummed because I was really hoping that I was going to get to see Tony and O'Girl kind of beat them down for the stuff that happened during the cage match.
By the sounds of the thing that happens later, they blame their current opponents more than the other ones, apparently.
The only thing I don't like, the right team won ability-wise, but now we're also getting back into another face team versus face team?
Well, we don't know that yet. We don't know that the Love Bombs are going to beat Bane and Shafir.
They would have to. I would think so. Well, you never know. You never know.
You never know. Can't put anything past Tony.
So, Tony Schiavone, speaking of a Tony, different Tony, introduces Samoa Joe and the Ops.
There's too many Tonys.
Right. He introduces Samoa Joe and the Ops. Then Joe kicks Schiavone out of the ring immediately. It's my favorite new rivalry in AEW.
Schiavone and Joe?
Yeah.
Honestly, Schiavone's lucky Joe ain't choked him out.
As Schiavone leaves, they show in the backstage. Swerve shows up in a vehicle, gets out of his vehicle, has a chain and a
staple gun,
a hand staple gun, and then as he walks forward, Hangman was waiting on him, and he shows up in frame and walks with him. They actually
very cool visual.
They actually look like badasses. Weird timing in terms of just how it all worked out, but and I don't mean like it felt weird. It was a little disjointed. So like they show up, they're walking, and Joe tells Shibata to go get the
goons.
The goons. Crowd starts chanting "Whose house?" Which I loved. It actually had a really good crowd tonight overall. Joe then says everything went to plan. Introduces Hook. Hook starts to say some whatever bullshit he starts to say, and immediately Swerve's music hit. And I put "Thank God." For Swerve's music.
I literally was thinking the exact same thing. Thank God we didn't have to hear from Hook. Before we get to what happens after this, I don't like this version of Samoa Joe.
I didn't mind how he was acting tonight. It wasn't as abrasive as it feels like it has been the last couple weeks.
I don't like whiny Samoa Joe. Don't care for it.
But yeah, so Swerve's music hits. Speaking of things I don't like, his new music is not near as good as his old music.
I agree with that.
I don't hate it. Don't get me wrong, and I'll get used to it.
I don't hate it either because it still has the little beat that Nana can do his little dance to.
Right.
But it is not as good.
But yeah, So Swerve comes out in one area, he's in the crowd, and then his music stops and Hangman's music plays, and Hangman is standing by the bar. He takes a shot, and then he starts walking through the crowd, and they basically come from different angles of the crowd. The goons come out and try to stop him, and they beat the hell out of those goons. And I loved every minute of this moving forward because, like, the heels retreated, and the two biggest faces in the company right now, came in and just whooped everybody's ass. Like,
they stood tall.
There wasn't mic conversation. There wasn't "we're coming to get you." They showed what they were coming to do. They both ended up choking a couple of people over the top rope, like Hangman does
with their chains. Yeah.
And it was a really cool visual. Seeing it's so weird.
It's a cool visual, and it hides the fact that some of them are not the best promos.
Right. But man, it's so good, dude. Having Swerve back alone makes me so happy.
You're geeked over there.
Oh, I am. And I cannot wait for Ospreay. I'm telling you. Like, when Ospreay gets back.
Well, you probably got at least 6 to 8 months.
But all will be right in the world. The good news is I do think they're going to end up, unfortunately, but it's the only person I can think of that they can get, teaming up with Kingston and winning the trios titles.
Yeah, because Kingston had a little small promo later.
Right. Which we'll get to that. So, Continental match is next. Blue League match. Jon Moxley versus Mascara Dorada. I really enjoyed it. Mox ends up winning by a really weird kind of bulldog choke.
Yeah, he choked him out. I mean, it was a fine match. It got Mox back in the win column.
Mox actually dove over the ropes at one point. I was like,
Yeah, Mox can do a little lucha.
Oh, I know. I've seen what he's done in the WWE, but he don't do that shit anymore.
Well, his character, I don't want to say it's unbefitting his character, but it's not necessarily what his character would do consistently.
In fact, you know what he hasn't done since I think he's even joined AEW? He used to do that move all the time where it looked like he was falling out of the ring and his foot would catch the top rope and he would bounce back and clothesline him.
I'm glad he doesn't do that anymore. I hate that move.
Oh, I loved it.
I hate the one Wheeler Yuta does too, where he pretty much gets all the way out onto the floor and then drags himself back in. I hate it. I think it's so stupid.
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I thought they had actually pretty good chemistry. I was worried.
It certainly made Dorada look better than he did at the pay-per-view.
I thought Dorada looked fine at the pay-per-view. I thought it was last week's Dynamite that he looked like shit. Because that was the match.
Maybe that's what you're right. That's what I'm thinking of. Because last week's was like super sloppy.
Right. So yeah, I was just happy. Like I said, it made him look better. It was a really well-paced match. And I loved that you almost could believe Dorada was going to pull off the win at some point. Like, the selling was done really well.
The Continental Classic. There's going to be upsets all over the place.
Well,
plus, Mox is on that losing streak.
Right, and it's John. So here's what I'm thinking. We'll talk about it later. We'll also talk about it later. So, post-match, Toni Storm comes out because Marina Shafir had come out to make sure Mox was doing all right. She kind of runs down Marina, and then Mox is like holding Marina back, and she says the stipulation that they're going to do, she needed something to be brutal enough for what they did to Mina, and it needs to be entertaining enough for the sickos. So next Wednesday, it's going to be a tornado hardcore. Well, it's hardcore, so it has to be tornado.
It's going to be a death match.
Hardcore holiday death match. I am so excited. This is the only thing I'm sad that I'm going to miss in person because, like, that's my cup of tea. I am so excited.
We get Mox versus Claudio here in Indy as well.
We're going to talk about that. So, yeah, I'm excited for the death match. But, yeah. So, after that's done, backstage segment, Renee talks to Statlander, and she's like, "You're now only the second woman to ever pin Monet completely."
Mercedes and Tony.
Well, no, she says you're only the second person to ever pin Monet here in AEW. So what's next?
You're right.
What's
and
next
then
for Chris?
They talk about.
And Chris is like, "Oh, well, everyone in the business is saying the same thing, or is asking the same thing. What's next for Chris Statlander?" And she's the only woman to win both the TBS and World title in AEW. She's also the only woman to pin both Tony and Monet. She knows where she's going, who's coming with her, and I can't stand her promos at all.
No.
At all. She talks so monotone.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's no inflection in her voice.
It's so uninteresting. Like, in the ring, once she gets to wrestling, I'm fine. Chris is fine.
Oh yeah, she's a solid
wrestler.
performer. She just needs to work and be a little more passionate on the mic.
They also need to put her in a real feud, and I mean an intense feud.
An actual feud, and not just hey, I seat belted the champion and now I'm the champion, and then the belt collector trying to come and get her belt.
Right.
Like an actual feud. And I don't know if they're waiting, and that's going to be what her and Willow get into. Because that's the only thing to me that makes sense, because they have all that history and all that stuff that they've been doing over the last year.
Right.
But who knows?
I think it might be awkward. I think she could have a really good feud with Bane.
Yeah. And they're big kind of powerhouse type women.
Right. But they might be too big for each other, if that makes sense. I don't know if their power is going to be able to overpower the other one the way that they work well with the smaller people. But then again, we're also talking about Stat doing something with Willow, and there's no way she's going to be able to outpower Willow. So
no, it's kind of Willow's whole thing. So I mean, yeah, they're going to have to.
They got to do something, or get the belt off Megan of her. One of the two.
Right. So even though Bane is kind of a power thing, she's athletic enough that she can move and stuff. So I don't know.
So yeah, but yeah, she just needs someone to push her.
Agreed. I agree with that.
And right now they just don't have that in a heel. I almost kind of wish they'd have pushed her heel at some point. Go ahead and let her join the Death Riders. As much as I hate to say that.
Oh yeah, I hate hearing it.
It might have helped her as a character. They better do it
quick. And that's my point. They better do it quick, because she's going to get stale on people very quickly if she doesn't have something to do.
Yeah, and I am already a month into this, and I'm tired of hearing her talk. You're
already teetering that direction.
She's Cody Rhodesing it for me.
And it's got nothing to do with her work rate. Her work rate's fine. But it's the presentation as a total that's just lacking.
So, after that, we get my second favorite match of the night, the Gold League match that is Kevin Knight versus Darby Allin. I did not expect this to be as well wrestled as it was. I expected good things from Kevin, but again, Darby, I don't expect this type of match from Darby.
Darby can work this style of match. Darby is like Gumby, dude.
He really is. So
he really is.
They ended up putting a really, really good, well-wrestled match together. Darby did a really good job at selling a leg injury that for a second I was like, oh, he might have actually hurt himself.
Yeah.
Kevin hit this avalanche back suplex on Darbs that was pretty nice as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of my favorite moves that I've seen Kevin do since he's been in AEW. He hit a coast-to-coast on Darby, and this wasn't he didn't kick a weapon. He legit jumped from one turnbuckle to the other and drop-kicked this man.
Yeah. Kicked the shit out of him.
Yeah, he did. And then ended up hitting his UFO splash and getting a clean win.
Beat him clean as a sheet.
So,
I was surprised. I thought Darby was going to kick out and it was going to go a little longer, but nah, clean as a sheet.
Like I said,
1, 2, 3.
Kevin is somebody Tony's going to look forward to in like 3 to 5 years, pushing into a upper mid card to world title picture. And if you're going to do it, this is a great way to start.
Yeah, he's not a talentless bum. He's got his work is good. I just don't like his gimmick. His gimmick is kind of just I'm a wrestler man.
Right. And he needs
a personality.
He's more bouncy.
Yeah, he's a bouncy wrestler man. But we'll see.
We then get a backstage segment, which was Eddie Kingston, who he don't want to talk about Hook right now. But
yeah, he mad.
But he heard Joe speak his name, and he said basically he's not in any title hunt. But he figured if he takes out Shibata, he could be. So on Collision, he's going to wrestle Shibata. If there's one match I never asked for, this is it.
Yeah, this is a match that you are not going to like.
It is going to be the most roly-poly fucking full of chops.
Weird, strong style bullshit. Yeah, it's...
We're both not going to like it for completely different reasons is what's going to happen.
You're absolutely right. And Collision's tomorrow. What the fuck?
We're going to talk about that. I'm pretty sure it's so the wrestlers can all have a 3-day weekend to go home or have a week off, basically.
They recorded it after Dynamite.
Right. But yeah, no. I'm not looking forward to this match in any way, shape, or form. It's the one match on Collision that they announced it, and I'm like, meh.
Ugh.
It could be a house show match. Do house shows. But bore life crowds that don't matter. So after that, we get the main event, Blue League second match, Claudio Castagnoli versus Orange Cassidy. And like I said earlier, these guys also put on a really, really good match in a way that I didn't expect it. And you're going to probably hear me say that a lot. Like, guys, I want you guys to understand something. I like Orange Cassidy. I am a fan. I think he's a very good wrestler. I was excited for his entire Intercontinental what the fuck ever he had belt.
The continental title that he defended every week.
Yeah, I was a fan of him being that champ, and I that's when I really that's when he really grew on me as a performer.
Yeah, that was his high mark in the company.
But I was not looking forward to him being in this tournament, and it's because I know we're gonna get good matches out of him, but I don't see him as somebody that's a viable tournament wrestler. Well,
I saw something interesting from the Wrestling Observer where Meltzer was talking about how, this tournament should have Benjamin and Bobby Lashley in it, but they don't want to eat wins, so they don't want to be. He can't book them properly in a tournament like this because they don't want to take L's. So when you have two talent like that who would be great in these type of matches and situation, not wanting to take L's, this is what you get.
I don't even necessarily personally would want. Bobby Lashley was never on my radar for this tournament. Shelton was.
Shelton would be a banger in this situation.
Yeah, he would. I would have loved to have seen take out OC, put in Shelton. Take out somebody else, put in Bandito. Probably Mascara, if I'm being honest.
Kevin Knight.
I'd rather have them take out Mascara because, again, he doesn't even work for AEW.
Okay, I can agree with that. We're trading one lucha for another.
You also have this vendetta against Kevin Knight, and he's one of the people I want in this tournament.
He's just generic wrestler man right now.
I disagree. Now, somebody else I would have loved, by the way, to see in this tournament. And
Brody King.
No, well, yes, but no, that's not even where I was going. What's his face with the Bang Bang Gang that I like that I can't think of his fucking name now?
Juice?
Yeah, no, not Juice. The guy that just got there.
Oh, Ace Austin.
Ace Austin, thank you. Ace Austin would have been amazing for this tournament.
Yeah, but he's not a big enough name yet.
most people listen. You know who was probably supposed to be in this tournament and Mascara Dorada took his place? I bet Andrade was originally going to be in this tournament again.
I don't doubt that. I think they would have loved for that to be the case. Hell, I would have loved for that to be the case.
Andrade had one of my favorite full tournament outings last year.
Andrade can wrestle his ass off.
Yeah, he can. A lot of people are also mad, like, why didn't they put Roosh in this? Like, what the fuck are you even doing with that man?
Roosh is wasting away on Ring of Honor with fucking Athena and probably 2 or 3 other really good people that should be on TV that aren't.
Right. Maybe you'll get to see him wrestle next week if you stick around for the Ring of Honor tapings. Okay. So, a couple fun matches, or fun moments in this match. Claudio hit this big swing on Orange into the barricade one way, and then spun back around the other way to hit him on the barricade the other side, and it made me laugh. Really fun spot. And then, Claudio ends up winning. Honestly, hard wrestled match between the two of them. Hit him with.
It was back and forth. They've wrestled a ton.
Oh yeah.
So like they've got their style match down.
But he ends up tossing Orange up in the air, catches him with his whatever kind of uppercut it is.
European uppercut.
Sure. And wins, gets the 3 count. And that's when we find out next Wednesday, before we get to the end of this stupid show. Next Wednesday, we get Claudio and Mox. Is this when they kick Mox out?
We'll see.
And I say that because there's something people I don't think know, or maybe not have realized. Before Mox came out, it was only Marina with him. Before Claudio came out, the entire group was with Claudio. So
yeah, Yuta and Garcia and Pac.
It already feels like there's kind of a separation, right? Now, Mox did show up at the end of the night with everybody for the bullshit we're about to talk about. But
and they were dapping each other up and stuff.
Yeah, but so were Bryan Danielson and Mox before Bryan got kicked out.
Oh, I know. That means dick. It means literally nothing.
So I'm wondering if Claudio doesn't win next week, and then they go ahead and jump him out afterwards.
We'll see.
Maybe even beat him so bad he gets injured and has to be replaced with somebody. I'm just saying.
You want Mox to just go away.
No, I actually like Mox. I want him to get out of that group.
It's got nothing to do with like or dislike.
I just want him out of that group.
There is such a thing as being overexposed, right? And he has been such in the limelight, and this group in general has been such the driving force of the show one way or the other, that just any kind of change would be refreshing.
I don't know if, for me, it's an overexposure per se, because there are some people I never felt overexposed to in wrestling, right? Your Austins, your Rocks.
Well, it wasn't big groups like this. You know what did it for me?
My problem was
fucking Bloodline.
My problem was the beginning of the Death Riders story being bad. I thought it got better towards the middle to where we are now, but the beginning was terrible.
Well, they were a completely different group. They were the
Blackpool Combat Club.
Blackpool Combat Club.
Now I'm talking about the beginning of the actual Death Riders, though, when they actually won the world title, and he decided to hide it from everybody for fucking a year. And I don't know. A lot of that, some of it I understood, some of it I did like, but most of it was pretty terrible.
Well, yeah, because there was he wasn't like the strong heel champion who was just going over all the time and what have you. He was cheating to win. He was taking shortcuts. What he was saying in his promos and what the reality of the situation was contradicting each other. And I get that people are going to say, well, that was the point. Yeah, but that's stupid.
Right. So then, after the win, Renee is about to ask Claudio, and she's like, "Hey, you know, how's it feel to be the only person in this tournament that's wrestled in all 3 Continental Classics?" And as soon as she asks it, Orange and Yuta get into it, which starts a brawl, and like everybody that's in the Continental Classic ends up coming out, and there's just this big face versus heel fight.
And then Okada just stands on the stage.
Okada is standing there with a shirt I now want, by the way, which is just Okada's face and the word "bitch" written underneath it, and the I in "bitch" is him giving the middle finger.
I'll look for it at the venue for you.
Dude, it's an amazing shirt. Did you see it?
I did not. I mean, I saw him standing there, but I just didn't notice the T-shirt.
I'm sending a picture of it to you.
Oh, nice.
This is the women's version.
Oh, man.
Amazing T-shirt.
That is a choice for sure.
I don't actually want one. Please don't buy it. But
I won't.
It is a great.
I've already got what I'm buying you for.
It is
your birthday / Christmas.
It is a great fucking T-shirt, though. I loved it. I couldn't wear it anywhere. That's why I don't want it.
You mean you don't want to just walk down the street with Asian man saying "bitch" on your shirt?
No, because no one will understand unless they're AEW fans.
Nobody's gonna get it, right? Get one person out of 100 going, "Oh, cool, an Okada shirt."
Right. No, great shirt though. So for those of you that don't know, the super fight breaks out, and listen, I like a good brawl, and I didn't necessarily dislike the brawl. Brawls are fun. It's just pointless.
It was pointless. It was boring. The crowd was dead. The crowd didn't know what to think. It seemed like.
We're probably gonna get an all heel, all face match probably at World's End from everyone in this tournament.
No, why? No. No, why no?
Because we know how much you like 6-on-6 matches, Joe.
That is way too many good people wrapped up in one very
match. I don't actually think we're going to get that because I think it's more likely that Mox is going to get jumped out next week. However, it's Tony. You never know. So, some interesting things. First and foremost, for those of you that don't know, which you won't, none of you will. I told Joe today. I bought a bunch of stuff for the podcast in terms of new equipment. I'm gonna have a new mic, so hopefully I'll sound better. It actually it's coming with an arm that I can put it up to my face.
Nice.
The unfortunate thing is I'm always gonna have a kind of sound that I'm in a room, and you're always going to be able to hear it because I don't have like a small space to set up for the crisp, clean sound that you would get from most normal podcasters that have smaller rooms to do shit in.
Right, like a dedicated office space.
Right. But it should sound better, nonetheless, coming from me.
Nice.
That's really the only thing that anyone's going to notice a difference on, because everything else is just like splitters and cables and shit like that. And Friday, this is something I've been working on. I worked on it for several hours yesterday. I worked on it for, I say several, it was like 3 to 4 hours yesterday. I put another hour.
That's several.
I put another hour or 2 in it today, and I'm about half done. So Friday, we're not actually covering SmackDown, guys. Just a reminder, we're done with SmackDown. I'm over it.
Yeah, they're going to 3 hours, and that show is terrible enough when it's 2.
The only reason I don't have Collision on the chopping block is because the C2 just started, and I expect big things. After the C2,
since they've gone away from all the multi-person lady matches, that Collision hasn't been bad since they've stopped doing those matches.
No, it hasn't. It's been okay. It's been watchable.
Yes.
So, Friday, we're still going to put out an episode for you guys, except it's going to be our pick'em episode where we're going to pick everybody who we think is going to win. Since there's only like 3 matches that we have to worry about, it's not going to take long. So I figured
games
to fill a little bit of time. Actually, I think it's still going to be like 4 matches, but I don't know the exact thing. But we still have to wait till after SmackDown. I'm not going to watch SmackDown. I'm going to look at the results real quick, see if anything had been announced for the matches, put together the little thing that I normally do for our match guess 'em thing, and we'll make our picks. But I am also going to do something fun that has been stolen from Stash Club Wrestling. They had a couple randomizer wheels, and you and I are going to randomly pick our own men's and women's war game teams.
Oh no.
Now, here's what's going to be
current roster?
No.
Or like
No. I went a step
from like all rosters.
I went a step further because no, not all rosters, because like if I went all rosters, that's like hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of wrestlers that the wheel would explode on, okay? And I'm not going to do that to the wheel. But here's what I did. On the men's side, it is every men's top champion in the history of the WWE.
Okay.
That goes for WWE Championship, World Championship, Universal Championship, every version of the World Unified Championship, whatever.
Undisputed, etc., and so forth.
And I did add in all of WCW's World Champions because I just wanted some more people. I also wanted the opportunity for there to be bad people. Like, because most of WWE's champions, like, you might run across a Jinder Mahal, right? Or a Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Or Chris Benoit, if you really want to get despicable. And yes, he's on the list. But I also thought it'd be fun to have, like, David Arquette.
Your team, Joe, is Vince McMahon, David Arquette, Vince Russo,
Chris
and
Benoit. The worst of the worst.
Oh, dude, that would be like the worst of worst.
And then on the women's side, I had to go a step further, and it's every women's champion ever in any title for the women. That means tag, intercontinental, US, even though there's only like 4 total for both of those. And their world divas, whatever. Right. And I did that just to get more wrestlers in, because if I didn't, it was like 30 women, because there just hasn't been that many different, like, you guys don't realize when I was looking through the entire list how many times like the same 4 women in any given generation held the women's championship.
Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, Asuka,
Becky, Bayley.
Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
We're even talking, if you even go back to the Attitude Era, dude, you're talking, sure. It was always
Trish, Lita, someone else. Trish, Lita, someone else.
Deborah.
Oh, geez. Good old Deborah.
She's on the list. But what's taking it so long isn't the typing of the names. Like, I got all the names set and in place and on the wheel, but I'm adding pictures to them as well. So it's a lot of pictures that I have to go through and download. And then upload into the wheel. So I just wanted to make it fun. Because, again, I don't want to just put out like a 10-minute episode and be like, well, guys, that's it. That's our picks. I figured with this.
Yeah, we did picks. And hope you liked it.
And the difference is, so it's not just going to be picking, like, spinning the wheel 5 times. And then, like, there's positions that they have set up. I'll have to go and rewatch the episode. It'll make more sense when I explain it to you. But they have positions that's like captain, technician, daredevil. So it's still a blind rank.
Mm-hmm.
But it's putting them in the positions that you think they should be in, and then you just kind of compare the teams, and you get one free skip. So if you get somebody you don't like, you can skip them.
If I get the fabulous Moolah or Mae Young, I'm
well. The good news is Mae Young never won the championship. It was just Moolah.
Yeah, just the really despicable one of them.
Listen, weren't all the women in the 80s and 70s despicable?
The thing she's been accused of is pretty despicable.
listen, just because you're going to end up with Ric Flair and Brock Lesnar.
Jeez, what is it? The sexual assault team?
Vince McMahon.
Now, to be fair, Lesnar
has not been proven of anything. He's just been named.
Lesnar just got grouped in with McMahon.
I will not condemn Lesnar until there is irrefutable proof to do so.
Yep, I agree.
My problem with him mostly right now is just I don't want to see him on my TV.
Yeah, I just want him to go away forever.
If he's
done his thing, I don't need more of him.
If he went back to wrestling close to how he did his first 7 years in the company, I would probably be more okay with watching him wrestle now. He's just a broken record now. It's come in, German suplex, German suplex, German suplex, F5, German suplex, and that's it. And I'm tired of it.
He may throw some punches in there.
Right. There may be a punch. He does. Oh, there's also the Kimura lock. That's another one. He does his little leg submission. But, no, I can't.
Yeah, he's literally the 5 moves of doom.
I don't even think it's 5 at this point. It's like
okay,
3.
The 4 moves of doom.
3 moves of get the fuck off my TV.
No, you got the German, you've got the belly, you've got the F5. Yeah, maybe it is 3.
But he used to have T-bones, just regular suplexes, like.
Yeah, vertical. He would do like a vertical suplex. He would
power bombs.
He did his little. Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
He had enough. He had
running clotheslines. He would do all kinds of stuff.
He had enough moves to actually fill out an Aki engine fucking moveset. And now.
Oh, the Kimura lock would be the 4th.
Right.
There you go.
And now he doesn't. Like, he barely has enough to fill out long grapple A. Like, that's it. And.
It's the Paul Heyman style match, dude. They've made that shit. Because of Lesnar, they've made that shit fucking popular there. Roman Reigns is the same fucking way.
The only Paul Heyman guy that never fell into that was Punk.
Yeah. That's because Punk was a wrestler before he got with Heyman.
Yeah. Now he has, 3 moves. But that's just because he's old. That has nothing to do with skill.
Punk's got more than 3 moves.
He knees people. He does the GTS.
Yeah, he does the flying elbow.
Ah, yes.
He does the neck breaker. He does the short arm clothesline.
I don't count. Do we count clotheslines? Isn't that something everybody does? Does not everybody and their mom do clotheslines?
Well, it's not. He holds on to him and like does the short arm. It's what he does to set up for the elbow drop.
Yeah. Everybody has a comeback.
He does the knee in the corner and he
that's...
drags him out of the corner and then he clotheslines him and then he does the elbow.
Yeah. But no, he doesn't.
Stop making me the Punk apologist.
Listen, me and your wife know what it is. It's okay. But no.
You need to stop ganging up on me.
It's only with Punk. No, I love Punk, guys. Don't get me wrong. He's old, and he's probably going to retire in the next 3 to 4 years, if I'm being honest. I think he should, at the very least.
I agree. This should be his last run.
I would like to see him go and take over for Shawn in NXT. I think that show would be a fucking hell of a lot more interesting. I think it'd be a good fit, as long as we don't have to hear Punk read his own tweets on air. It's still the weirdest thing I ever turned on in NXT in my life, dude. Turning it on and then hearing the announcer be like, so the announcer would be like, Shawn Michaels tweeted over the weekend, and this is what he said. And then they show the tweet on the screen, and it's literally Shawn Michaels reading the tweet, and I'm just like, why?
Oh, that's so self-indulgent.
It is. Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, speaking of NXT, because you brought it up, I was going through the UK Netflix to watch the 2017 Royal Rumble, and you can go back and you can watch the fucking Golden Black era of NXT on there.
They have the Golden Black era of NXT on Peacock as well.
Well, I don't have Peacock anymore.
I know. I'm just letting you know. Like, the only things that left were new shows. New pay-per-views aren't going to be on Peacock.
Well, the start of the year, Peacock loses all that stuff.
Do they actually?
I think so. I think I read it.
I haven't read anything on it, so I wouldn't know. When does Peacock lose WWE library? WWE's current deal with Peacock to stream premium live events ends in March 2026.
Yelly thing. That's why ESPN is a thing already.
Oh no. Okay, never mind. Let me go in here.
Is that the stupid Google AI answer?
Google's dumb, dude.
Don't I know it?
It looks like March 18th of 2026 is when they're losing everything.
Okay. So I did read it. Thank goodness for VPNs.
Well, it says here through the end of 2025. What are we...
I mean, we got VPN, so it's not a big deal.
So it's moving from Peacock to ESPN.
Right.
Their streaming platforms.
Which makes sense since ESPN gave them so much fucking money.
NXT PLEs will remain on Peacock until March.
Okay. That's something.
Saturday.
Ooh, that's like right before WrestleMania. So that would be like right before Stand and Deliver.
Yeah. Saturday night's main event will be exclusively on Peacock for the next several years.
Right, because I think NBC owns that show title. That's where all of them came on in the 80s.
Thankfully,
on NBC.
We can still watch almost all of them on Netflix.
Yep. Good job, Netflix.
Thank you, Netflix. Which both of us have now watched Hell in a Cell 2017 for your guys' viewing pleasure. It's going to be a fun conversation, guys. Because, like...
Oh, man, that was a rough fucking show.
I want you guys to understand something. Overall, as a show, it's not as bad as I expected, but it was close.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
There's like 2.5 good matches. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, the first match was pretty okay. The triple threat U.S. title match. And that's really it for me.
I enjoyed the last Hell in a Cell match as well.
It was a spectacle.
Aren't they all?
I mean...
Listen.
That's just the match type, though. I mean, it's not like the participants really did much to set themselves apart, really.
I mean, Shane did his thing.
Shane does Shane things.
Shane has not once ever landed that elbow drop. And...
Never, ever, ever.
And we'll talk more about it, because I don't want to go into it now, because like we're going to have a full show and talk about it.
Yeah, we'll have a full show on it.
But yeah, no.
And then, because I'm kind of excited to see what our next show will be.
I am too. I'm hoping it's like a WCW show.
Obscure. Yeah, I was about to say, I hope it's something obscure.
It's just something that like I've never seen before would be nice. This was something I've not seen this one, but obviously like I've seen most of these people still wrestling today, so it's not like I feel seeing Big E was nice, but
yeah, it just made me miss Big E.
Yeah, it did. But yeah, we'll talk about all that when we get there. Anyways, we're done. Are we recording tomorrow? Are you going to be available to record? I don't know what your Thanksgiving plans
are. My Thanksgiving Day plans are to watch Stranger Things season 5.
Oh, so you're not like going to Aunt and Uncle's or anything like that?
No, no Penny and Carl's, no anything. Just me, the wife, and the dog, huddled up at home. Nice. So I should be available.
Okay. So yeah, we'll record tomorrow, and then we'll record Friday. And since that means we're off the weekend, we won't do anything till Monday.
Noise.
And Friday we'll probably
we won't have anything to do Saturday. Sweet.
Friday we'll probably record both of our prediction shows and our Hell in a Cell review.
It's fine.
That way we can get the next Hell in a Cell review ready to go, or the next show ready to go in terms of what we'll be watching. I'm excited.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Watching old pay-per-views excites me.
Right, because it could bring up some good memories.
Oh yeah.
Or it could be like, why the fuck did they ever do this?
In fact, I'm going to show you something that real quick. I'm going to show you something that I had a buddy make for me that I'm paying him for, that I think looked really cool. There you go.
Nice. I like it.
I do too. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it. We love y'all. We'll talk to y'all next time. Deuces.
Later.